everybody. For those of you who don't know me, and I think probably you all do by now, I'm Tracy Carter, Chairman of the Spelthorne Business Forum. Taken over from Mike, who's still my wingman and still helps me lead the charge with everything we do with regarding to business in Spelthorne. Although you haven't seen much of us lately, we've been really busy. As you probably know, with COVID, we've had a very difficult situation to deal with, and actually the economic development team, myself, Andy, Keith and Hannah, who's new to the team, have been working really hard to support businesses in the background and deliver the grant money which has been going out, which hopefully you'll all agree has been an absolute lifesaver to all the small businesses in the borough. So it's really wonderful to see you all here now, and to see businesses still standing, still thriving, still wanting to come out, network and get involved. And this is a wonderful experience because we've not been out in a mass for such a long time at a breakfast networking. So I know it's a bit of a shock to the system, it is to me too, but hopefully you'll get some value from this. And later on Mike and I will tell you a little bit more about future plans for the SBF. So without further delay, we'll kick off our wonderful speaker this morning, Topsy Ojo. Topsy's an international rugby player, and if I get this right, London Irish's all-time leading try scorer?
Yes.
Wonderful. So, Topsy, if I can invite you up, and Topsy's also a businessman now, so he's going to talk to you a little bit about his journey. So, Topsy.
Good morning. Really nice to be here, really nice to see you all. Like I say, it is nice to be back doing events live in person now. I know we've been back for a little while now, but the more you do it, the more you appreciate it. That's something I'm definitely finding more and more as I get through. You know, Saturday, privileged enough to be at the Premiership final. I was there a year ago where things were just opening up and there was 10,000 people and I was sat in the crowd watching. A couple of days ago, I was pitchside working for ITV with 75,000 people in there. So a world of difference, but something to embrace, something to enjoy, and I'm sure something that you all are doing as well as we get on with our lives and get back to business. So this morning should be a bit of fun, nice and informal, a whistle-stop tour of my career, how I got to where I am now and what I'm up to now in 3 years into retirement or into the afterlife, as professionals call it. You know, they think they've died a death when they retire, but I think it's just the end of one chapter and the start of another one, and depending on how you handle that, how you process it, it can be really exciting. If not very scary, but exciting all the less. You balance the two however you want to.
Is there a question in the room you want to start with? Hi Denise.
I mean, thank you for the talk, it's fabulously interesting, inspirational. You're obviously a planner and you think ahead. So how do you deal with uncertainty? And particularly, you know, from a sporting perspective, there's evidently a lot from, you know, your story at TED. There's every twist and turn as something uncertain.
Yeah.
How do you transfer that to business?
It might be a fairly bullish mindset, but it's about risk and reward. And I guess the message I kept hammering to myself was, it's kind of a twist of an old phrase, but you know, I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So if I don't take that risk, somebody else will, and I'm going to be the one that loses out. So the worst thing that will happen is somebody will say no, which is fine, move on to the next, but more often than not, people will, if they don't say yes, at least give you a reason as to why, and then you can work on that, and then you do it again, and you do it again till one sticks. So, like I said in the story, you know, a ton of emails, a ton of phone calls to all the different broadcasters until one stuck, and now they're starting to stick. So, and I'd say that probably transfers into rugby in terms of you just got to keep going. It's you've got to be resilient, you've got to be tough-minded, you've got to work hard to the point where you just won't be denied. And I think that's the biggest one, because in sport, you know, we're one of 12, 13 other teams who are all fighting for that one prize. And I don't know if anyone saw the game on Saturday, but you got the two of the best teams going hammer and tongue for 80 minutes, and only one of you can will out. And they were two very similar teams, and it was going to be who's going to be the one that takes that next step. So that's, like I say, sport and into business in a nutshell.
You mentioned all the way through your story the thread of transition, and then at the end you mentioned how hard that transition is when you come away from that white line fever of performance and you're now not in that performance space. Do you think any business can make that transition if they're working with the building blocks that you just explained? Or do you think it comes down to the mindset?
The mindset is very key. Like I say, what helps though is, as you touched on, putting those blocks in place so that you soften the blow. Like I say, nothing will ever replace the feeling of being able to be on a pitch, doing something you love, playing in stadiums in front of thousands of people. I mean, again, I'm able to look back now and massively appreciate being able to do that, but knowing that that was then, and it's now about something that fulfills me. So everything I'm doing, and stuff that I love and enjoy, gives me not all of that, but enough of that I'm content and I'm happy. And there will be times where I'll miss it. I'll always miss it in bits because, like I say, you go to some of these games and it brings back all those memories of when you did that and what the feeling it used to give you, and that's happening there and then, so it's impossible not to miss it. But if you're in and around doing things that you enjoy and you've mentally been able to process it and say, right, okay, that was then, this is the next 20, 30 year chapter of my life, then it does make it a tiny bit easier.
Keeps that processing the change.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, the afterlife, the mourning period, and which people do laugh about, but like I say, it is incredibly tough for a lot of people.
Brilliant. Topsy, thank you so much. Give your Topsy.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you really enjoyed that. That was inspiring and informative. A few key words that Topsy mentioned there, and I've written something down, and it's quite apt. Change is the only constant, and uncertainty is not far behind. Dealing with business uncertainty, Topsy talked about it a lot in his journey. We live in an ever-increasing uncertain world where most businesses owners are aware without risks there is no reward. Again, Topsy talked about risk and no reward. And the biggest challenge for business leaders is how to best embrace both dynamic variables. To survive and thrive in today's world, problems need to be solved and accelerated pace with agility and clarity. So a lot of what Topsy was talking about we all experience in our own businesses, especially now because we're dealing with business uncertainty. You're making decisions. He made a decision to go from sport into business, and he's done very well at it. So Business Heads Together is emphasised on that messaging. Thank you.
So my business is the 301 Bar. It's a pop-up bar. We do beers, lagers, cocktails, soft drinks. Wherever you want us, need us, we'll be there and make sure everybody has a good time. So if you're involved in a local business or you've got an event and you think we can help, get yourselves involved. We're on social medias at the 301 Bar, website www.the301bar.com, or you can find me on all your social media channels. So hopefully we'll be doing some business together very, very soon.
Hi, this is Dave Sleet from APA. We've been working with Dave for over 3 years on some really interesting projects like the 115 project. Dave, tell us a bit more about it.
115 is a programme that we are hoping will give the NHS 111 service an emergency response from qualified therapeutic professionals. Those counsellors that really needed there at that point of need, rather than having to wait and obviously kind of delay support when somebody needs it. And working with Timeless has given us that framework so we can showcase how safe that can be done in the modern age. And it's been phenomenal to be able to do that.
Great, Dave. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Denise is a really important part of our business. Denise, tell me a bit more about what you do for us.
Okay, thank you, Michael. I'm a USP hunter with a visual twist, and I work with you to get you more of the clients you love to work with. So what that means is essentially we look at who's your sweet spot clients, where do they hang out, why are you different in terms of what you offer, and work through a process to get you great clients. So we've got Business Heads Together, which we just had a session of that this morning. So that is part of that, working with your local businesses to get you the clients you love working with.
Thanks, Denise. I couldn't do it without you. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Claire and I run the Spelthorne Business Expo. It's been an absolute great day today. It's been so lovely having all the businesses back together. It's been a tough couple of years and it's been great to have the event back. It's been lovely to see so many familiar faces and also some new faces, and it's been nice seeing all the businesses talk to each other. I'm really looking forward to getting everyone's feedback and also seeing everybody again next year. So let's carry on working with businesses, small and large, and making sure that we stay together and we keep businesses working together at these business expos.
What a fantastic day it's been. We've had Topsy Ojo as our guest speaker this morning. We've had SBF networking. We've had business heads together talking about business uncertainty. Lots of great speed networking, great number of stands, and lots of interesting people coming along. Timeless IMS, give us a call for your technology needs. www.timelessims.co.uk.